Hey guys, we are here at the Joint Fish Market and I am so excited because we are about to be trying some dry-aged sashimi. So I've become a huge fan of dry-aged meat over the past few years. We like to dry-age our beef and it's incredible, changes the texture, adds so much flavor, like it's mind-blowing. So I'm super pumped to see what it does to a fish. Let's go try it out.
The Joint is the joining of all of the owner Lee Wei's passions. A premier fish market, a coffee and tea shop, a restaurant, and they even sell artesian bread here. They're really barely even a sushi stop. They only sell these sushi boxes on Saturdays, and you have to order in advance online. Dry-aged fish, however, is one of their biggest specialties in their fish market. The owner's Instagram handle is even the dry-aged fish guy, often stating fresh is boring. In dry aging, they remove the moisture, blood, slime, and any of the stuff that sticks around and creates a fishy odor. Dry-aged fish is actually cleaner fish. It's more tender. To dry-age the fish, they hang it in a fridge and monitor the temperature and moisture for 4 to 7, sometimes even 90 days before they make their first cut. So we are really pumped to try this old rotten sushi.
Thank you so much.
Guys, this was so cool. We just asked them for some of the bones to make stock because we're gonna make paella soon. And they gave us this whole big bag of the bones and fish head.
Hooked us up.
They really hooked it up.
This is the yellowfin one we were looking at. Look at that.
Wow.
Do you want to smell it?
Yeah. Doesn't smell like fishy fish.
It has like a sweetness to it.
Yeah. Ah, so excited. This was free. It literally smells so good. Not about that fishy smell, not about like the super fishy taste, and this fish smells amazing. I'm gonna start with the salmon.
I'm just intently looking at your reaction.
That's really good. It's a much better texture than fish usually is for me when it's raw.
Next we'll do the kampachi, or the yellowtail. Let's see, right at the tip of it, little redness. But one interesting characteristic that I believe is because it's dry aged is that it's more translucent. Like you can see right through it. For me, this is the biggest difference from like regular yellowtail to dry aged yellowtail. And I think also like it kind of holds together much better than I would have expected. It's drier. That's what it is. Right? It's like there's no dry age, but it's like condensed and like a lot denser of flavor. So now I'm doing I believe it's called the Ikaru salmon roe. These are roe on the much larger side. Ikaru. Don't usually get that, but it's good. It's like a fruit gusher, but if instead of like fruit juice or fruit syrup in the middle, it was like a little bit of like seawater. Correction, ikura. I don't know. I think I went through a couple different pronunciations. Ikura.
Switch.
No.
Left-handed problems.
The salmon roe reminds me of omega-3 pills. Like the burp you have after you have too many omega-3 pills, which are the fish oil pills. I like it, but it's like, that's just what it reminds me of. The albacore poke. An albacore is long-tail tuna. All right, so finally,
The time?
it's time. Cheers.
There were so many different flavors in that. Did you feel that way? Whoa, that's an adventure in one bite.
Love that one. Absolutely love that one. So soft. So soft. Just melts in your mouth. You're supposed to put, if you do put soy sauce, less is more, but you want to put it on the fish, not the rice. It seems odd, but It's because it's the fish that you're accenting, not the rice. Yellowtail, with the yuzu kosho. And you can take or leave the salmon roe, but I really liked it on there because those pop first. They kind of like mix in with the rest. Oh, and I did put some ponzu on there as well. That was a winning combo.
So the dry aging process removes all the blood, all the slime, all the like parts of the fish that make it sometimes like questionable. Like that all comes out, drips out the bottom, dries out, and you're left with just a concentrated flavor of all of the best parts of a fish, a perfectly tender piece of meat, which is to be expected because we've had dry aged meat a lot, and that's exactly what happens with that as well. It takes away any sort of like grainy, hard to cutness and just makes it a buttery piece of steak.
It's like the beefiest beef that you can have.
Yeah.
Which is, this is the but this is not the
This
fishiest.
is the fishiest fish.
Fishiest, yes. It is not the fishiest. Because that's often used to describe like the negative smells and stuff, sliminess. It's exactly not that.
Yeah.
It's the least fishiest fish.
It's the least fishy. It's the fishiest. It's the pure fish. It's what a fish should be. It's like the best parts of a fish, concentrated, super tender, super buttery, amazing flavor. It's pretty good.
I have mama salmon with the baby salmon.
Aww. Cool.
And you are cool for joining us. And Leeway, the owner of The Joint, is cool for opening up this place that doesn't fit into one category, but instead following his many passions from tea and coffee to fish market to a restaurant to occasionally selling sushi boxes when he feels like it. I find that super inspiring. There are so many times where people try to fit me into a label or a category, which, I mean, isn't out of malice, it's just a way of understanding the world. But this is a great reminder to follow your dreams, whatever they might be, and just to not get stuck in a box. But one box that I do hope that you go ahead and click on is the subscribe button. Please like this video and check back every week for a new experience.